What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Steven's Nerd Corner. You saw the thumbnail. We talking about it. Youngblood versus Youngblood. Let's get into it. The blood is back. So yeah, guys, like I said, let's just get straight into it. We're gonna be comparing the original Youngblood from 1992, number one, to the number one that just came out today, Youngblood number one, 2025. So yeah, let's just hop straight into it. I guess some transparency or just ground rules, I guess. I wasn't alive in 1992. I was not born. I was born in 2002, so I wasn't there for the original, image boom and all those releases. I wasn't there for that, so I don't know, what that hype was like, what the comic book climate was like, what type of books everyone was reading. But I like what I like. So let's just get straight into it. Starting off with the original right here. Let me grab it for you guys. Yeah, right here. I read this today, actually. First time was today, and I really liked it, man. Art still holds up. I mean, I don't understand when some people say they don't like some of the image creators' art. I mean, you're entitled to your opinion, but I really think all those guys were tremendously talented and still are. I mean, we'll get into that later, but this issue, beautifully illustrated. Rob has he's credited for the story and everything, but he has someone do dialogue, Hans Conler. So that was a little bit interesting to see. But one thing that I'm a little mixed on with this was that this issue is kind of like two sides. So you turn it around and flip it, and it's like another kind of, it's the back half of the issue. It's the Youngblood away team. And it's just, I like some of those characters. Like, the art is still great, but I think the main focus should have been on the main Youngblood team that we have here, right? The home team, I guess. Because these characters right here, I mean, truthfully, he struck gold with this. I mean, you got Bedrock, who later was changed to Bad Rock. That's his current name. I had to look it up because I got concerned, when I was reading. I'm like, isn't it Bad Rock? I said, whoa, did he die? I was like, did I just spoil myself by knowing that his name is Bad? I thought it was something like that. Nothing like that. I guess it's something to do with the Flintstones, and they were kind of pressuring Rob or whoever. I guess it was Rob, right? He owns Youngblood. So, and he changed the name, which, that sucks. They suck for that. But so whatever. But like, back to it. Like I said, this main team, I mean, is gold. You got Chapel, guy with the skull. You got Shaft. Like I said, Bad Rock, however you want to say it. I mean, Die Hard, low-key my favorite. I mean, his design is just awesome. Shaft is up there, but I mean, it's either Die Hard or Bad Rock. Because Bad Rock is he's just huge. He's this rocking guy. And it was just, the designs are there. They're definitely a dope team to look at. Just dope looking team. They're awesome. But yeah, let's get into the narratives. The story was pretty interesting. It's, we see Shaft at the mall, kind of showing how dope he is. He takes somebody out with a pen. That was actually pretty dope. And then the team gets together and they get alert about this mission, and they kind of go to pull up and deal with this mission, and we get this really dope double page spread. I will say, I mean, there's a double page spread, right? It's basically the whole team. It's Vogue, Shaft, Bad Rock, and Chapel. Man, those guys look awesome. That double page spread, it's amazing. Like, really does look great. But I think that's right. I think there might be like another page after that, but that's kind of where their side of the issue ends, and then we flip it around and we go to the Youngblood away team, and that was where I kind of was like, just because I really like the home team. Like, I was already hooked on their design. They seemed cool. The story we had going on, like, they just showed up to fight the bad guys and stuff. I was like, okay, and then it ends. I was like, oh, I was like, dang, I want to see a little bit more. And then it's just because, like, we could have got more, but we're focusing on this Youngblood away team. Not that they're bad. They were really cool. There was one guy there. He looks like Vandal. But yeah, he looks like Vandal, and he was super dope. He's on, I think he was Psystorm, right, was his name? And he kind of has, like, the red and black. He was awesome. He was just killing people like he was a demon. Like, that part of the issue I really did love. I will say that. The later half of the Youngblood away team, like, that was awesome. But yeah, the story's really cool. Like, I don't want to spoil it too much for you guys, but I will say with the dialogue, I wasn't huge on it. Like, what's his name, Hans. Just, not that it's terrible, but it's just these characters, they're not having fun interactions. Like, they had, like, one character makes a comment about Shaft, oh, was eating him, but it's just, even that was kind of like, like, I'm not really feeling the love. I'm not feeling the team chemistry. Even if they're a new team, I'm not even feeling that, like the pains of a new team. Like, then, when they're really like having button heads or anything, like, you really don't feel that either. So that's probably my only thing. I think narratively, it could have been stronger had we focused on the Youngblood home team, and then maybe the dialogue definitely needed some work. But other than that, I mean, the art is there, strong book. We got a dope team. So, would I say it holds up? Definitely, I think so. In 2025, the original Youngblood definitely holds up artistically. I think narratively, it's just like I said, definitely could use some work. But next up, we're on to Youngblood 2025. Man, had a lot of dope covers, man. I was fighting for that Scotty Young. I was thinking, I'm like, damn, Scotty Young, or the Stegman cover was really dope. But, I just went with cover A, the poly bag, come with a little card. I got Vandal or Vendel. Yeah, I think it's Vandal. What am I saying? Which I was really hyped for. It was either him or Bad Rock that I wanted. So, I was hyped with that. But yeah, man. So that was really cool. But let's get into this. I mean, Youngblood, Rob Liefeld, 2025. I mean, I think this one more so is all Rob. Like, obviously pencils, ink, story, but I think he did the dialogue in this. Obviously colors are done by someone else. I'm forgetting the name, but I will say that that's one thing that stands out immediately. Like, the colors, it almost, oh my god, I punched the mic. It almost gives Rob like a painted style. I feel like it's kind of crazy. Like, the art style difference between the original and this one is so different. It almost feels like a different artist. He definitely has that Liefeld style. Which I like. Some people may not like it. I like Liefeld's art. So I just, I like it. I don't know what to tell you. Like, so, and I feel like now it's only improved. That's one thing. People that say, "Oh, he hasn't got better," or anything like that, I think you're crazy. Sorry, I think he's greatly improved, and not that he was a bad artist. So it's just like, yeah, the art is way better. The colors do tremendous help as well. I mean, these colors are amazing. Everything stands out and just really pops, but it almost changes his style a little bit. Like I'm saying, like, the art, you really have to check this book out, guys. Like, art is really different, like, for, like, I think from the original, and it looks really nice. I think the modernization of it, just, it looks great. It's a great book to look at. If you're here for the art is amazing. But going straight into the narrative, I think narratively as well, it's a tremendous step up. Tremendous step up. I mean, I love the way they introduced the team. We got the same exact lineup from same issue one. We got Bad Rock, Chapel, Shaft, Vogue, and and Die Hard. Again, Die Hard is dope as hell. Like, he's probably my favorite Youngblood member. Maybe him or Bad Rock, but Bad Rock doesn't get a ton of love in this. Let me tell you. I won't spoil it too much, but he gets whooped in this issue. Issue one, Bad Rock gets whooped, and that's another thing. I loved it. We got the villain in this. We saw a little bit of them in the original, but we really, like, they really take over this, and there's, like, their dialogue is amazing. Like, oh, I've conquered monsters like you, and just the way the villain speaks in this. The villain is Xerxes, I believe. The villain was amazing. Just their lines, the dialogue was great, and like I was saying, I think this one is all Rob now. I think he's doing dialogue, all that. So it's definitely, like I said, a step up. Like, narratively, I'm definitely more hooked, on top of the art looking great as well. So we got our team. Vogue is like our eye in the sky. She's, behind the scenes. She was awesome. She's flying the jet. Shaft was dope. He gets into this fight. He was awesome to see. I mean, so many references. They talk about the Image books, like the first page, Spawn and Savage Dragon, the original Image guys. It was just so much just greatness to see. Like, you could feel the passion through the book. I will say, like, there's a lot of love that went into this book, and you could feel it. Like, it was just awesome. Such a fun book, a team book. I'm not reading a lot of team books right now, so that was also a lot of fun to see. Like, they actually, feel like a team in this one. That was, again, my kind of a problem I had with the original. Their dialogue really didn't make them feel like a team, but they also didn't feel like they were new and button heads either. They just kind of, like, almost felt like work. It was a little weird. But here, they feel like a team. You got this, I got that. push on ahead. They're very organized, old machine. But not everything goes their way. You know, so it's tremendous. They set up some stuff. What's his name? Supreme. He shows up. I won't even get into that. But like I said, I don't want to spoil it too much for you guys. But like I said, just everything is a step up. The story, the writing, dialogue, art, the colors, literally everything is step up. I mean, the quality of the paper, like everything. And that's not to say that the original is bad. Like I said, I like the original. Definitely like great. I see the hype, of course. I see why I sold 1,000,000 copies. It was great. But in my opinion, if we were to go toe to toe right now, you would say, I want you to pick Youngblood 1, Youngblood 1. Which Youngblood 1 are you going to pick? I'm picking Youngblood 1 from 2025. Again, the original is amazing. Introduces the characters. You get a Bad Rock's like government name. I think it's like John McClane or McCalm, something like that. It's pretty funny. But I mean, this is just a great introductory. Just you guys can hop in. If you haven't read anything Youngblood, you can hop in. I haven't read anything Youngblood besides the other #1. You know what I'm saying? I have the original issue 2 as well, so I might try to hunt down the original 10 issues of Youngblood, but we'll see. But like I was saying, guys, I really truthfully believe Youngblood 2025 is the superior version. Definitely a step up. So yeah, guys, Youngblood 2025, like I'm saying, I think it's the way to go. Just tremendous book. And if you're not too much on the internet, I know he's like, there's a lot of memes and trolls and stuff. Like, don't listen to that. Don't let that influence you. Just check out the book. It's a dope book. I mean, not that Rob needs me to tell you about it. I mean, he's got a ton, 27 covers, all from great artists. I mean, the hype is there. I think it's gonna sell well. They don't need me, but I mean, it's a tremendous book. I wanted to talk about. It's just fun because I mean, if you guys follow the channel, I'm just a huge kind of comic nerd with just the history and stuff like that. I've been going through the originals, like Wolverine, some old Spider-Man stuff. I'm just comic history in general, and this is a big thing. Image Comics was huge. The original Image Comics, again, I was not here alive for that, but it changed comics. Image is a huge thing now. I mean, that's comics now. It's Marvel, DC, Image. It's those three guys. Those three are comics. I don't care what nobody says. To me, that's you need those three everywhere. That's just what it is. So to have the original creator of the first Image comic book come back and relaunch his book, it's kind of a hype moment. It's history. It's fun to be a part of and kind of almost witness the second coming of it. Oh my God, like it's like the second, and it's pretty cool. I'm able to see it in my lifetime, sort of. So it's really cool. Especially online. You guys see the hype. I'm pretty sure on Instagram and definitely TikTok. There's a lot of hype for the book. So I think it's gonna land well. Like I said, it was just really hype. Like I said, as a guy to get a book from the original Image creator, written and drawn by him. I think it's really dope. It's something I didn't want to miss out on. It's like, again, part of history. If Jim Lee came back and did a book, if Mark Silvestri, I mean, he's got Darkness. I mean, Todd is back on Spawn. It feels like the 90s again, sort of. I mean, look, we got their big three damn near. I mean, we got Todd back. Todd is writing Spawn. Rob is writing, drawing Youngblood. Mark is about to bring back Darkness. He's going to be writing Darkness. He already brought back Witchblade. He's just not really on that. But, it's cool. Like, all the old Image guys are still here. They're kicking ass, dropping dope shit. Like, it's just fun to see. And, of course, I'm going to support it. Like, these guys are legends, and they still got it. I don't care what nobody says. I'm here. If the book was bad, I tell you. I got no problem telling you, it's not for me. I don't like this book. This book is trash. Whatever. It is what it is. But, these guys still got it. I still think that artistically, these guys can still all draw. And, I mean, writing it, I think, has only improved. So I mean, I'm here, and again, artistically, like Rob, I think he's improved. I think his art is amazing, and it's always been, but now it's even better. So that's just my opinion on the books, man. Like I said, Youngblood 2025, go check it out, go buy it. There's mad covers. You're gonna find one you like. But yeah, I think that's all I got for the video, guys. I hope you enjoy. Like I said, there's some slight differences. Like that one's kind of almost a double issue. It's weird, the original. But it's still great. But I hope you guys enjoyed, man. Youngblood versus Youngblood. I mean, the blood is back, 2025. It's hype. I don't know what to say. It's pretty hype, you know, and I'm hyped to be here, and I'm hyped to see it, you know, and just witness it. Yeah, we're having a lot of fun in comics right now, man. There's a lot of fun comics out right now. You guys, if you're not, go to your comic shop. Just grab whatever's on the shelf. You're gonna find something dope for real. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for tuning in as always. Just appreciate the support and just you guys just tuning in and just watching. You know, I see the views and stuff. You know, little comments I get here and there. They really just they're a huge motivating factor. So I appreciate each and every one of you. You know, for tuning in and everything. And yeah, that's gonna be it for the video, guys. Peace.